How we doing today, Bones?
Good, pretty good, Padre. How about yourself?
Not bad at all, man. You seeing all this news coming out about Democrats jumping ship and joining the Republican Party?
Wow, yeah. So, if you take it out of context with the memes and stuff that are being put out, you would think it's like in the 90 percentile range of Democrats moving over. But
Yeah,
in reality, there's a few. You can see some things happening in the government side of it. Um, the way the votes are shifting in the House. Uh, And, I would say not droves of people, but there are people that are seeing it in a different light and changing their political party,
well, yeah.
regular folk.
I think there's a lot of frustration, and there has been. We posted a video a while ago about the Democratic Party struggling and the popularity really waning. You now have some Democratic congressmen, senators that are speaking out vocally about not liking the platforms that their party is demonstrating. And the Charlie Kirk incident is what has really brought this one to a head, with Democratic politicians speaking out, stating he deserved it, celebrating his death, refusing to have a moment of silence in Congress for him. Uh, it's frustrated a lot of people. Nobody in their right mind, in anybody's opinion, should be celebrating a death, whether you liked the person, agreed with them or not. The celebration of a death is just there's not even a word, demonstrous response, man. It shows no class, shows the hatred of that party, or the majority of that party, the ones that are speaking out. And as a result, you do have politicians that are distancing themselves from the party. But what I found interesting is the multitudes of videos that can be confirmed as legitimate of people coming on denouncing the Democratic Party. Some have been Democrats their entire life, are now stating, you know what, I went down and changed my registration to say I'm a Republican. I cannot get on board with the platform that the Democratic Party is putting out there, which is a platform of hate. And that's their only thing. They have no positive plan. Their only platform is hate Trump.
Yeah, so it's like I see that, and then I see some stuff coming out from some of the Democrats, including Barack Obama, saying that's not what we're about. We love our country, blah blah blah. But your actions don't fit your words, dude. Your actions and what you're putting out do not fit your words.
Exactly. And then you've got other Democrats, Ilhan Omar and AOC, coming out very vocally against Charlie Kirk, saying he deserved it. They have no sympathy. Uh, they're calling him racist, all these other terms, and people are seeing right through the rhetoric. And I think this is what's causing this movement. The numbers that I heard on these sites of people fleeing the Democratic Party are in the tens of thousands. Now,
Yeah, that's what I have read too.
yeah, tens of thousands. I mean, yes, that's a lot of people, and those are just the ones that are being public and open about it. But again, we're talking, a country of 6 million people. Tens of thousands would be a small percentage. However, those are just the ones that are coming out publicly with it. I think it is causing a major shift. Uh, I don't personally know anybody that's switched over. I do know a few people that have kind of started opening their eyes a little bit. Not to the point of saying, I'm leaving this behind, but at least opening their eyes and saying, okay, wait a minute, this is wrong. You can't come out and celebrate the assassination and brutal murder of somebody, whether you agreed with them or not.
Right. Right.
In either
Uh,
case, we do have another major shift. The Democratic Party was already in trouble. Their popularity was already waning, and with the aftermath and the response by the Democratic Party in the Charlie Kirk incident, we're seeing another major shift and loss of support to the Democratic Party.
yeah. So that just goes to make positive note of what Charlie's death has served to do. Um, and it's not over with. It's not done yet.
Right.
Um, so
Well,
hopefully people. Go ahead.
I do know they did do the service for Charlie Kirk at Sun Devil Stadium down in Arizona. Uh, Stadium was filled to capacity with about 250,000 people standing outside that didn't make it in. They say about 330,000 people showed up for that service. Um,
Over double what they had expected.
right. And I
So
do know that all of the coaches from my grandson's football team went down to it. They made it in the stadium, and there's some video they took from inside of there at the crowds and videos of the crowd that was waiting outside. And, what a tremendous display for this man, Charlie Kirk, to have that kind of a turnout for his service, showing the support. Um, and to have the Democratic Party, especially the politicians, turning around and using that as a political platform to celebrate his death and try to create division and violence among people is just ridiculous. And I understand why people are leaving them in droves. Nobody can get on board with that kind of behavior.
right, your character is based off of your actions, not your words.
Exactly.
That being said, hope everybody can find the positive side of everything and all of this.
Exactly. So from PadreHavoc&Bones, there you have it. Democrats fleeing the party and not understanding how anybody can act the way that party's been acting. The violence, calls for violence, the divisiveness, and celebration of the death of such a popular icon in America. Stay positive, people. We've gotta look forward to the future and don't respond to these calls of violence and the hatred. Let's continue to push the message.
Exactly.